All right. Thank you so much, guys. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Today, I want to talk about condo financing. We are seeing more condos come through on contracts. And so I wanted to take the time to talk about the different financing that's available for them. So the first thing is if you have an FHA or a VA borrower and they're purchasing a home that is in an approved condo subdivision, you do not need anything at all. So the best thing to do is if you have a home that your client is looking at, you could ask us for the approved FHA or VA list. We can provide that information over to you so that you can basically cross-reference the ones that are approved to the ones that your buyer wants to look at. So you know that's an easy transaction that we don't have to worry about getting an HOA condo cert. However, if you're looking at condo financing for conventional and or FHA for single unit approval, that is an additional step that you want to go through. One of those things for FHA single unit approval, which we call SUA for short, is that we are going to be requesting for a specific lender questionnaire. That's something that the lender orders usually at the point of contract, or actually when we go into disclosures. There's always going to be an additional cost for that lender questionnaire. The last few that we've ordered have been between $300 to $500, and it is something that we communicate with our clients through the disclosures and letting them know that this is going to be in addition to their inspection, to their appraisal, and should be ordered around that same time frame. So they need to make sure that they look out for that. So with respect to FHA single unit approval, there are certain things that we're going to be looking at. And this is something that, of course, all of us as lenders will help you, but I wanted to make sure you guys are aware of this. But we're going to look at FHA concentration, meaning that they're going to make sure that there's not more than 10% of units inside of that project that are FHA owned. The other thing that they're going to look at is owner occupancy. Rule of thumb is 50% for FHA. They have made exceptions down to 35%. So know that that doesn't necessarily mean that it's done. The other thing they're going to look at is going to be litigations. Not necessarily if there's litigations and then you have no chance. Basically, if there is litigation, we are going to request for attorneys to give us information on the litigation. We want to make sure that in some way, whether it's through insurance or through the cause, that there's actually going to be a resolve and that there's money to take care of whatever the issue may be regarding that litigation. With respect to conventional financing, we will follow the same path. However, it's not an FHA specific lender questionnaire, but they're also going to be looking at things like the reserve study, delinquencies on the HOA dues. The new thing with conventional financing is what they call deferred maintenance. What happened in the condo accident out in Florida brought great awareness to this deferred maintenance issue. And so they're going to want to know when the last inspection was on that property. And if that's something that we can't get information on, unfortunately, it could potentially delay the closing. So one thing that I would say as a buyer's agent, be prepared for an extended escrow, and extended beyond 30 days. What I tell my clients is this: you as a buyer are a great client, and we can get your loan through the approval process with ease like we always would do. The approval process for the condo must also take place unless it's on that FHA, VA, or FHA approved condo list, and it's easy peasy, right? But if it does have to go down the path of a single unit approval or the conventional loan, that condo has to get approved as well. And so two-part process, meeting back at the tail end for us to get into a successful closing. So usually I'm advising my agents to extend it out to 45 days, along with the close of escrow to 45 days, along with the loan approval as well, because we really won't know. The buyer can get approved, but if the condo doesn't get approved until the tail end, we may not know that until about closing time frame. So if you have any questions about this, whether you're a listing agent or a buyer's agent, please reach out to your Prosperity Lending loan officers. We have definitely done condo financing. We actually enjoy doing them. So whether you need help in figuring out whether this is going to open your buyer pool for listings, or you have clients who are in that range that puts them into condo financing, please reach out to us and have an amazing week. Back to you guys.